Hello, guys. This is Dr. Lior Bar-El. Today we're going to be talking about, why Nintendo went down in the stock market. And I'm going to talk to you also about how I knew about it and why it's happening. And also I confirmed it with my buddy in Nintendo of America. So anyways, that's never been wrong, by the way. So let's get right into it. Okay, guys, I am so sick of these clickbaiting people. These paid for reviewers always having these pictures that they do with different backgrounds, doing stupid pictures, and they look so pathetic. What a bunch of dorks. And with the second you click on it, you know you're clickbaited, and they tell you, oh, Nintendo's going down. Oh, Nintendo is this. Oh, but the PlayStation is coming out with a new handheld, and they're going to be bankrupt. Guys, Nintendo's not going anywhere. They're doing great. They sold a ton of systems. The only reason they're not selling, and I knew this before I even confirmed it, okay? The only reason they are not selling right now is because, first off, whether or not a new system is released, we all know a new system's coming. That's almost definitely sure. The thing is, also, there's rumors that it's coming. If you guys remember when the Bloomberg rumors came out, which I'm still saying, and I confirmed it as well, they were going to do it, a new one, but due to the chip shortage, you could literally tell the way they had it all made. It was designed for 4K, ready to go out of the dock, and it didn't work out. So they just came out with the OLED. Stocks went down, if you guys remember. Now they're doing the same thing, and stocks are going down again. Because why? Why would anyone, in the death of a system, when Nintendo is literally dragging its corpse, the corpse of the Nintendo Switch, for years already, until they're going to finally drop it once they stop milking it. But why would anybody invest in a dying system if they believe a new system is coming out? Okay, so I told my friend in Nintendo of America, and he confirmed it with me. He said, he can't tell me that much, but yeah, the system, the fact that there's rumors that a new system's coming out, he said the same thing. He said that's the reason it's not buying. See, this is why you're not going to invest in things like that. I remember when people were investing in Sega Saturn. I just dated myself. And then Sega Saturn went out of business, and then the Dreamcast came out. A lot of people felt cheated. Same exact thing with the Nintendo Switch. When I first got it, it gave me like 2-hour battery life, and then now it's like 30 minutes. Then they came out with one that had like 6 hours, and then people paid the money for the one with the 6-hour battery, and then immediately how they were all complaining how they got ripped off, because guess what happened? Nintendo releases an OLED, and they didn't mind spending another $50 to get the OLED. I got the OLED. I told you guys, if you have the 6-hour one, it's not worth it. If you have the one with 30 minutes like mine, you would want to get something that, the OLED at that point. But could you imagine somebody investing in a dying system, and then immediately it goes to the new Nintendo Switch? And if the new Nintendo Switch is not backwards compatible, what are you going to do? You're going to buy the games and stuff, and it's just going to be, it's bad, okay? And this is why I also tell people to collect real cartridges, solid games, instead of downloading them, because then at least you could sell them and sell the system and make some money out of it to do a trade-in, okay? Where the other one will be like, hey, here, just my system, and everything else is dead. So these are the things that, is happening right now. That's the reason why they're not selling as much systems. Also, you have to understand, a lot of people are buying used systems because they're hacking it and all of that, but Nintendo doesn't count that as sales. If you're buying it from some other dude who had it, and it's used, it doesn't count. It has to be new systems. So all of these things started to, lower down the stocks, because nobody's really interested in buying new systems and stuff like that. And because of that, they suffered a great loss. But that's usually what happens when when there's any kind of rumor in the stock market that things are going to crash. Look what happened with AMC. Robinhood made a total scam and a lie, and I'm an investor in AMC, so I made a lot of money off of it, and then now I'm like, still holding on to some stock, which I probably should have sold it ages ago, but I didn't. But I'm holding on to it. But there were rumors by Robinhood that they were going to go bankrupt, and because of that made them suffer. So in the stock market, this always happens, and I still hold on to Nintendo stock, and I'll pass it on to my kids. I'm never selling that because Nintendo's doing good. They're not doing bad. They sold a ton of systems. They know the next system's going to do well, and you got to give them credit. I mean, this is technology from like 2012, and it's actually they're selling systems. They're selling because they make games that are enjoyable. I think they're stupid for not coming out with a new system, but whatever. Well, hopefully they do in like the near future. I remember when I was telling you guys about WWE, that they were in talks of it, and then of course the pandemic came in and didn't work out. So what happened is, they didn't release the new system. The new system is going to have a WWE game, which is pretty freaking awesome. But this is what it's all about. So that's the real reason why it is dipped in the stock market. Now, when they release the new system, all of a sudden you're going to see everything going up again. So don't go panicking and sell your stock. Don't go being crazy and listening to these paid for reviewer idiots who are just trying to clickbait you. And they see in the background, and they call themselves a news channel. That's my favorite. And you see, I don't do videos every day like they do, because they do it to generate money for themselves. They don't care about you. It's all about making money. I release only videos only when there's real information to give. Otherwise, I'm not going to give information that's going to clickbait people. And I see so many people are starting to comment on their sites that they had enough. They're unsubscribing to all these people, and I'm so proud, because I hate seeing people like that get ahead on YouTube. I always like to promote people, and you see I promote some people that actually do things from their heart and give people the right information. When people were tricked, when I was working in Catholic Charities as a big brother, and I had one of my big brothers got tricked for Christmas. His parents didn't have money. They went and bought him WWE 2K18. That's the real reason I opened the channel in the first place. And what happened is he got scammed because of these paid-for reviewers. It's exactly who said it was a great game, and I went and completely debunked it, showed everybody how slow it is and everything. This is exactly what's happening right now. So you get all these idiots talking about it, telling you guys how bad it is for Nintendo. And again, first off, with Sony, it's not doing anything to Nintendo. Let's get one thing straight. Not a lot of people, especially myself, would trust Sony with a handheld system. We saw what happened when the Vita came out. I loved the PSP, got the Vita, and then they abandoned the system. The cell phones make games now, so we don't need it. And then, of course, Nintendo was like, here, hold my beer. And, of course, they took all the business. I don't think PlayStation's going to come out with their own handheld system that's not going to be a streaming thing. I think it's going to be strictly streaming. That's my theory. And it's not going to have... you have already the PlayStation Now, whatever. It was even on the Vita. You're going to have these things even on the computer. Nobody cares. And if they do that, they're so stupid, because anybody could just get a Steam Deck and call it a day. I mean, that's probably the best thing to do. But they're going to do some weird streaming nonsense, I'm willing to bet. There's no way in hell anybody's even going to trust them. There's a lot of people already that are commenting against it, that they said they're not going to trust, I know I won't, Sony with a handheld system. And I personally don't think it will be any good to begin with, unless you're willing to be under a real good internet connection. There's no real point to have that. I'd rather have my Switch or any other system that doesn't need streaming. I would rather go and play that than have to be dependent on the connection. I really hate that. And Nintendo Switch did that with Mortal Kombat. That really ticked me off. But you see, they have some games that you stream that they have that streaming, like the Resident Evil. They have 2 and stuff like that remake. But most of their games are playable just on the go, and that's what makes the Switch really amazing. And I hope they don't go the streaming way, but again, Sony ain't doing nothing to Nintendo, believe me. They're in their own lane, Nintendo. They're not looking to compete. They're like the AEW, they said, even though they're way better than WWE right now, but you see how they say they're like, we're on our own separate thing, and that's it, and we're not competing with WWE. This is exactly the same thing. They're coming out with their own thing. They're doing their own thing. They don't care what any other system is. And, you know, I do hope that Sony does release something that's probably semi-good, because if they do, maybe it'll push Nintendo to release, you know, the competition's always good because it comes out with better stuff. And I'd like to see Nintendo push their hardware a little more and become the Nintendo that was a long time ago during the NES days, that kicked butt and took names, and every developer fought for the Nintendo seal. So again, guys, don't even panic about Nintendo. Just let it go. Trust me, it's just because people think the new system's coming around, and probably by Christmas they're going to have it. Nobody's going to invest $350 in a freaking system that is dying. It just doesn't make sense, especially when they're going to probably price it anyway from $350 to $450. I hope they don't, because, you know, Steam Deck you could get at that point. But I really hope they don't. But they might price it $350 to $400. Nobody wants to spend $350 on a dying system. That's all I got to say. Anyways, guys, that's it for me today. So that's my rant. I just wanted to let you guys know, because a lot of you guys were actually on Instagram telling me, what do I think? What do I think? So I said, hey, let me make a video. So anyways, guys, do not panic. Do not worry. Just got back from work. I'm so tired. Just did the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. About to edit it right now and release it. So, definitely don't panic. Don't anything. Hold on to them stocks. You got nothing to worry about. It's going to go up the second the new system comes out. And then, do me a favor, write to these paid for reviewers, be like, clickbait, just get them the hell out of YouTube. I can't stand these people, because this is the reason I opened this channel. It was to give people real information. And guys, that's what you guys do. You're the jury. Do you agree? Do you disagree with me? Comment. And that's all it is. Like, subscribe, hit that bell button. Make the algorithm in our favor. So like that, people sift through less garbage to get to the truth. And as always, guys, share it with everybody you know. Make the family grow. Comment down below. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.
As always, guys, if you like what you see, self-funded here, be sure to check out all my other stuff, from mini-series to unboxings to technology, and Nintendo reviews and 3D printer reviews and all that good stuff. If you like what you see, the only way you can help the channel is by liking this video, subscribing, and hitting that bell button. As many more cool videos to come. Definitely want you guys in it, and I want you guys to be vocal. Definitely comment down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.